We're back.
I hate you so much.
Mason just whips out a Crunchwrap Supreme immediately.
No shot.
What the fuck?
No shot.
This man has been starving waiting on that right there. He's been dying for us to start the show. Why do you have a taco at 9 o'clock in the morning? I guess it is California. Is it a breakfast taco at least?
No, it's on the flatbread, bro.
How long have you been planning this?
You know what? It's Cinco de Mayo. It is Cinco de Mayo.
But it's a flatbread.
It's respect.
You went to Subway.
First of all, I've been planning that since yesterday.
Oh my god! Is it a day old thing again?
No, I got it this morning.
Where'd you get it from? Tell us. Tell the people.
Subway.
Subway.
Hell yeah.
Breakfast. I have actually had Subway breakfast before. We once went fishing, and we didn't take food with us, and the only thing that was open was Subway, and so we got Subway breakfast, and that was our lunch. It was.
Yeah, it's a steak, egg, and cheese, but I find it
That was
pretty
a riveting story.
Has anybody had Taco Bell breakfast?
Like once
I did when it came out when we were in like college.
It is so good to me. The breakfast Crunchwrap sausage thing is like crazy good to me.
I can't with y'all.
Yeah,
Why?
so it's really good, but it ruins me for the rest of the day. Like I feel like ass if I eat that.
That's because you eat too healthy.
What do you mean?
Didn't know there was such a thing.
He's so healthy all the time that when it comes time to eat something real shitty, he becomes real shitty.
Oh, body not used to it.
Exactly.
That grease.
Like if I went and got a large plate from Zaxby's right now and ate that, I would be worthless the rest of the day. Just food coma all day.
God. How do you? So what? So okay, this is a topic. What do you eat every day? Like you just cook every meal and like.
So like for lunch, like sometimes I have like some like lightly breaded chicken nuggets that I'll put in the air fryer.
Fish sticks.
Okay.
But a lot of the time, I'll just go to Whole Foods or Vons or wherever and get a rotisserie chicken, slice it in half, eat half.
You can't hide money, boy. You go into Whole Foods? That's crazy.
Yeah, but rotisserie chickens are like $7.
Not
exactly. So it's $4. It's $8, but nonetheless.
I don't believe that. I'm googling it. Go ahead. Tell the people the rest of the diet.
Yeah, but so I'll eat like a half rotisserie chicken, air fry some broccoli or something like that for lunch. Breakfast is like a protein shake or like some chicken sausage, and then dinner, like every week we're gonna put some salmon, asparagus in the oven, and then I'll like dice up some sweet potato, put that in the air fryer. Or
air fryer is the move.
Dude, air fryer is awesome.
It's also just saves so much time.
The organic plain rotisserie chicken is $11.99 here.
So
it's $23.99 in California. No, I'm just kidding.
I typically get them from Vons, and they're $8 at Vons. Okay. I think I've gotten it from Whole Foods like once. But I've also gotten them from Costco, and they're $5. About
to say, if I go to Costco or Kroger, I get them for $5.
Yeah, same price out here.
Did y'all see the video of the old guy who went to Costco and got like 5 things of rotisserie chickens, and he had a T-shirt with the barcode for fucking the rotisserie chicken because he did want the LED on his rotisserie chicken, but he wanted it on his body. Yeah, and it's just this old cranky looking guy who just.
I'm confused. I don't get this. I don't understand.
Yeah, that went right over my head too.
What part?
He was like afraid of so he was like afraid of having the infrared on the chicken, so he didn't want them to scan the actual chicken product. Oh. So he had the barcode printed on his fucking shirt and had them scan the shirt 5 times instead of the actual product.
Okay. Well, what a dumbass!
so yeah, instead of putting it on the chicken, he just put it on himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said he bought 5 of them because he wanted the containers or something, because Costco is apparently like changing the containers.
Imagine trying to explain to that guy like how all that works and that he has nothing to worry about.
You can't. Like that's somebody who their mind is set no matter what. Like you're not changing their opinion on shit.
I know some folks like that.
I think everybody in this. You mean everybody in this room?
No.
Yeah, you mean this whole room, this whole
The only person I
podcast?
think is not like that is Tyler. Let's take that as a compliment. But I think the rest of us, boy, concrete.
I'll admit when I'm wrong in a heartbeat.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
No, you won't.
I hate you all.
Admit it now, then. Admit it now. Admit it now.
Well, I'm not wrong about this.
I feel like that's a recurring theme.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not wrong.
Exactly.
I noticed that about myself about like 10 years ago. And since 10 years ago, I've worked to be better about admitting I'm wrong. And I'm fine to admit when I'm wrong.
There's some things I've noticed about myself as well, but they're just factually not true.
I hate you so much.
Anyway, guys, I'm sad about something. The last show we were it was fun. I'm not sad about the draft thing. I think that was awesome. But we didn't like have balloons and cake and stuff and blow the little thing for because it was our 10th episode.
Oh, we did not talk about that at all.
No,
We can do that. We do that for 100, not 10.
100.
Yeah,
I'll be
Dead.
like,
you've done 10 episodes. It's nothing.
10 episodes is nothing for us to get together 10 times.
Dude, 100th episode's in 2 years from now.
Maybe
maybe.
if we do an episode a week.
Y'all really think we'll make it to 100?
We're making it
No.
to 50.
I hope we do, though. I do hope we do. I don't
I
think.
think there's a shot.
I think we're so boring. By the time we get on here for the 100th episode, we're gonna be like, "What's up? What's been going on?" Like it's just gonna be nothing.
You say that like the ideas haven't been flowing for us, though.
Yeah, no,
We've had a lot of conversation about this podcast offline.
yeah, true. I also think there have been some really funny bits.
I mean,
Just gotta.
that couldn't have been better timing. Like just for you to say we've had some funny bits and him to bite it. I mean, that was just that was comedic genius by Mason there.
I gotta figure out how to separate these video streams out so I can like take Mason out of the video when he goes to take a big honking chunk out of something.
No, just leave it
I
at
want you
every
to,
time.
Mason. Okay, one of these episodes, just surprise us, all right? But because I can't do it the next time, because I'm telling you, you need to get some crab legs, okay? And then with the episode, just
Jameis Winston on us.
That should be your
Dude,
bet
you want me
for
to wear
every-
like a Florida State shirt while I do it?
no, I don't
Okay.
want to do that ever.
That
That's
should be his bit for our just kind of talking episodes. Is every episode just see how much he can up the surprise factor on what he's eating.
Yeah,
I'm down.
yeah. I don't know, man. I think 10 of these strung together is pretty epic. We started out like on what a journey this has been. The whole. How long has it been since we started? Like a couple months or
It's been less than. I think it's been a month and a half.
Yeah,
month and a half? So we started like mid-March on these?
Yep, I think
that
so.
Sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah, no, I started on Google Meet and just out there just doing our thing. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I wish I had a balloon or a cake to celebrate.
You know what? Okay, in all seriousness, what's your favorite cake?
What's my favorite cake?
Like what type of cake? Give me.
Cake.
I don't eat cake either. That's the thing. Is like I eat pound cake and that like
Pound
it.
cake. I think a pound cake's my favorite. I'm just old plain Jane.
Same. I'm the same way.
I mean, come on, you kind of expected that. I mean, you predicted 3 of my top 5 bands. Like,
That's
pretty
valid.
predictable.
What about you, Mason?
So I'm stuck between two. My two favorite types of cake are plain Jane cheesecake and then carrot cake.
Okay, wait, hold on now. Hold on.
This man just went 180 on
Mason knows ball. Mason knows ball.
Cheesecake. Is cheesecake
cake flick. I mean, it's got cake in it.
Cake in the name, bro.
I get what he's
We are
saying.
not going to have argument about what is a cake and what is not a
classifying
cake.
it more as a pie? Are you classifying it more as a pie?
Yeah.
Oh, well, go
Okay,
fuck
so
yourself.
if it's a cake, I take cheesecake. But if it's not a cake, I'll take pound cake.
No. But if it's a pie, you got to take pecan pie, baby.
I'm not a big
Yeah,
pecan
well,
pie.
Chocolate pecan pie.
Yeah, if we classify cheesecake as a pie, do I take pecan pie? No, I like plain pecan pie more than chocolate pecan pie.
Same.
I like chocolate
Oh,
pie.
same.
Flick's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's proven.
I mean, sure.
3 out of 4.
Sure.
But a good blueberry pie beats all that shit.
All right, so say the word, that pie we were just talking about. The first word of that. Say it. Mason, go.
Pecan.
You bastard. Flick.
Pecan.
Guys. There's only one way to say this. It's if you're talking about the nut itself, it's a pecan. If you're talking about the pie, it's a pecan pie.
That's baloney.
That's the only way to say it. It's a
Hold on.
It's
hold
a
on.
it's
I
a
want you to
actually
explain
don't.
this.
it's a pecan. It's a pecan orchard. It's a pecan orchard. But in the South, everyone calls it pecan pie, so it's pecan pie. So there's these two. We got to. So I use what I
Argument
legitimately.
authority.
This is what I do, and this is what my family does. So it's always my family said. So that's why I do it. But we owned a pecan orchard, so we called it pecans. But when it came to pie time, it was a pecan pie.
I think that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I have no reason to agree with it, but I do.
Well,
There's zero
Pecans are
thought
what
behind it. It feels right.
pecans are what you eat, and a pecan is what's on the side of the bed in the hospital.
Yeah. A bedpan. Yeah, right.
You know who
Right
told me
about
that? My father told me that.
Oh, he is a doctor.
Wait,
Yeah, the guy from Pittsburgh.
I was about to
Told
say
you that?
Oklahoma or something.
Yeah.
Like, no. I don't think they call pecan pie in Texas. I think it's
Texas is Texas, though. I don't care.
I think they say pecan pie in Texas. Pretty sure. I think Haley got made fun of for saying pecan pie.
Texas
She was
isn't the
like,
South.
She's like, the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all ain't got no trees out here.
I know.
You can't tell me.
That's funny.
So do y'all consider Texas the South?
No.
Yeah, I do, but it's
Absolutely
a
not.
weird South.
I'm with you.
Texas-
Like, I don't consider
Texas is Texas, and that's not an insult. That's not an insult to Texas. Texas is just its own entity.
I don't consider them the South either.
They are self-obsessed with themselves.
They are that.
Yeah.
They are that. And we don't have.
But
I mean, I'm not.
if
trying
I
to
lived
get
there,
out
I
here and
probably would be
insult
too.
Texas. No, it's not that great. I'm telling you, it's great, but it's not like
Do you understand where I live?
it's better than California. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. But my point is not this is not like a black and white thing. I'm not saying Texas is bad. I'm just saying Texas is not as like freakishly awesome as they think it is. I think it's just good. Like
I will say this though, and I know we talked about it a little bit before, but like Dallas is like one of my favorite big cities I think I've been to. Like it's clean, like there's a lot to do. It's like relatively safe compared to some other ones like that are near me. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot. Like I like there's good food out there. Like sure, it's hot as hell out there. Don't get me wrong. During the summer, I mean, it's 110 degrees and you're gonna melt when you step outside. But like, I still think it's a great like city. But I mean, I've been to Chicago. I've been to New York City. I've been to Boston. I've been to a bunch of places, and like Dallas is by far my favorite big city.
really, like by far your favorite big city?
By far.
Damn.
Dude, even people that like cities don't like New York. Like,
Right.
it's terrible.
New York's not my thing. Some people, the people that love New York, love New York.
I think-
love New York.
I think New York's really cool for like a weekend, like maybe 3 days, like a long weekend or something like that. Because like you can go to shows, you can shop, you can do this, you can do that. Like there's certain events there, concerts. I mean, like the U.S. Open tennis, like that would be so much fun. I've never been to it, but that would be so much fun to go to. Like I think there's a lot of stuff that's like, but if I was there for a long period of time, I would absolutely hate it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Rob. I could do 3 days.
Yeah.
You don't like Chicago though?
Chicago's fun, but it's like, and don't get me wrong, I do like Chicago, but also there's a fear factor when I go to Chicago. So
Downtown Chicago's fine.
I know, but you literally go 2 blocks over from a certain spot over there, and you are not in a good spot.
But you're a white male. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
You'll be
We're
fine.
Targets nowadays.
we we live not in Atlanta, I guess, but near Atlanta, so we can't say shit about.
That's why I moved away. We were in the heart of it, Jordan.
Nah, not really. But
what do you mean? When we were in Buckhead, we were in the heart of Atlanta.
No, that ain't the heart of Atlanta. That's
Buckhead is not the heart of Atlanta.
That's the middle of it. It's the middle of it. That's the heart of it, damn Atlanta.
No, it's not even the middle.
Downtown is like the middle of it. Midtown and downtown are the middle of Atlanta. Buckhead is
you
not.
know what's weird about
Atlanta.
Atlanta to me? Like, I don't know. There are some fun spots in Atlanta. I mean, this is just the traffic. The traffic. If the traffic wasn't so bad in Atlanta, I probably could survive. But like, anytime you got to go south through the city or whatever direction you're going through the city, don't matter. If you got to go through that city, God bless your soul. 'Cause it's going to test you, boy. You better have a Bible with you. You better talk to the Lord before you go.
Going to the airport, woof.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. It takes me. I mean, so the thing is, like, I do live really far away from the airport, but the thing is like if there's no traffic, getting to the airport is like 50 minutes, 55 minutes. But if there is traffic, it's like 2.5 hours or so. You know, like it's not just a double. It's like exponential. It's just like.
Or not, and not to mention, like, sometimes, like, literally, like, the road will be shut down because there's such a bad accident. Like, I've sat on 85 before for like 2 hours and I didn't move an inch.
Y'all remember when 85 like burned down or whatever?
The bridge
just collapsed.
Or
That was my way to work. I went over that bridge all the time.
So what'd you do after?
I had to leave work like 30 minutes early every day for like 2 months. They finished that shit so fast though. It was insane.
Yeah, they did.
For work.
Yeah, I know what he meant. I was about to make a joke, but I'll save it. I'll save my comedic genius for later.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Atlanta's weird, but like Virginia Highlands is cool. 5 points. I mean, come on, Rob. We've had some fun. Like,
you, and I would tell you that too. I mean, like, I want to go visit Atlanta for like. Now I'm not going to Buckhead. I won't do Buckhead. I mean, Buckhead. I'm out.
Buckhead bars.
I'm out on Buckhead. I mean, like anything near Lenox, anything near that area. Like, I'm not going. I don't fit in. I'm scared for my life, and I want to run away. So
I thought Buckhead was like
Buckhead? There's nothing
Richie.
wrong with Buckhead. It's
like bougie as hell.
No, not anymore.
No, not anymore.
Oh.
No, not anymore.
Oh, what happened?
I mean, I walked into Lenox Mall with my dad about a year ago. We were in Atlanta for what were we doing? Oh, it was mine and his birthday because we're 2 days apart, and we were going down to dinner, and we got there early, and we went in the mall, and like as soon as we walked in, the guy goes, "Do you want security?" And we were like, what are you talking about? He goes, "Do you want security while you walk around the mall?" And we were like, "Do we need it?" And he goes, the guy just kind of looked at us and like shook his head. And my dad and I were like, bye, and just walked out.
That's insane.
There is an increased number of shootings down there at Lenox now. There's metal detectors. You have to go through metal detectors to go in down there now. Yeah, it's crazy, but I don't know. It wasn't like my favorite spot before all that. Like
I know, but I love being in Buckhead because there's all these great restaurants and like stuff that were like fun to go to. Like there were great bars and restaurants to go to in Buckhead that were like, that's like when I growing up, like and whatnot. Like we always went to Buckhead to do that kind of stuff, and now it's just like we avoid it like the plague, and it's just sad to see.
I avoid everything though because it's so busy. It feels like anything like remotely nice in Atlanta or the metropolitan area is just like overwhelmed with people. Like you can't do anything. So
Yeah,
that's my biggest gripe probably because I'm not going. Like if it's not a safe area, like it's not just. I mean, nobody's going there really. Like it's gonna be, you know, some. I mean, obviously some population finds their way there or wouldn't be unsafe, but for the most part, it's like the safe and nice areas where everybody's going, and it's just like, God, like the Beltline and like Ponce and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, shoot me. I'm just not interested. Like,
Well, it's just, yeah.
I don't want to be shoulder to shoulder with every asshole in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll go anywhere by myself, but now I got to think about like I got a wife, and now you got to think about you got a wife and kid. Like you're not going anywhere dangerous with those two on board.
yes, I'm not going anywhere unsafe, but also just like, it just feels like if I want to go do something like that, I've got to. If I want to go like, if I wanted to go like sit on a patio somewhere and eat lunch, it feels like I've got to allocate 5 hours to do it.
Yep.
Because it's going to take you
30, 45 minutes to get there.
It's going to take you 30 minutes to find parking. Then you like probably parked a long way away. You got to walk to the restaurant or whatever.
It's probably packed. You got to wait 30 minutes to get a table.
It's exhausting living here. I'm sure, but like, so I mean, I can't imagine where you live in California. Is it not like super populated, Mason? Like, does it feel just overwhelmed?
No. There's a lot of apartment buildings where I live. There's no super close grocery stores, but even the ones that are like within a couple of miles, it's not that bad. But I'm like positioned in between two major freeways. So if I need to get to the highway, I have to drive a mile from my place. So it's easy to get out of it. I mean, and Disney's right there, Angel Stadium's right there, but it never feels crazy crowded where I live, which is
I've been to that Disney before.
a little weird. I think it's probably because of how close we are to the highway. So when people come into Angels, they don't really drive past us. They come off the freeway, go to Angels, and then they get back on the freeway before they touch us. And the same thing with Disney is the 5's right there. So they're jumping off the 5 and going towards Disney. So I kind of live between those two highways, and there's highways and then out of those highways to where people go. So like I kind of live in this unique area where I'm not as touched by all that traffic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where we live, it's not busy. There's nothing busy, but there's also nothing out here. Flick can attest to that. There's not. It's just we're out. But thank God. I mean, the only bad thing about where we live is that it's north of the city. I think if we were south of the city,
Ooh.
I don't know. I go back and forth because like I like going to the mountains. And that's like super close for us. But then if we want to go south to like Albany or go to the beach or whatever, we got to go through the city, and it's just AIDS.
I don't understand why y'all live where y'all live.
Us?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that hard of a jump if you think about where we were. So like we were
I know. I get like where you were, but like what's holding y'all there now? I guess is my question.
A baby.
I mean, so honestly, a combination of a few things. One, like finding a rental is not that easy.
No, it's not. I get that.
We went through lots of places before we found this, and we got lucky on this. This was not on the market. It was just we worked with a realtor first off to find a rental, which I feel like is kind of strange, but it was just she like knew somebody who knew our landlord, and he was like going to put it on the market in a few months, and then he ended up like holding it for us. So it's like we have this place. It's pretty nice for a rental, I feel like, and then it's also cheap for the rental prices as they stand today in like the metro. It's cheap. It's cheap. And we're on the golf course, and like, I mean, y'all have been here, so it's
like, what is your rent? Just out of curiosity.
So it just went up this like a couple months ago to $22.50.
So you have a 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house with a garage on probably half an acre
On a golf course.
Yeah, probably
on a golf course,
somewhere around there.
It's probably a third, to be honest.
You pay $500 less a month than I do to live in an 824 square foot 1-bedroom apartment with no garage and no grass and 1 parking space.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it probably wouldn't be that much of a delta if we went and found a rental like elsewhere, because this probably should be $2,600 a month, and I think he's just had the house for so long he doesn't have to charge that much, and I don't think he knows that we're going to be reasonably good renters, so
and the location probably isn't comparable either.
Yeah, honestly, if I was him, I'd be wanting to keep y'all as long as possible, just less headache.
You say the location's not comparable. No, it's not like city comparable. We're not that close to Angel Stadium and all that good stuff, but like we do have like the front of the neighborhood going for us. We have the golf course going for us. We have proximity to the club going for us. Like, I mean, the house right beside us, it's 2,100 square feet ish, and it's 4 bedrooms.
I mean, if that same house was for rent inside the perimeter, it'd be $4,000 a month, 100%.
Well, yeah, but
that's why I said
the golf course and all that. I mean,
no, it's a great house, great location, all that stuff. But you guys are pretty far out there.
If you find a house, I mean, you can find a house in the perimeter, 1,500 square feet, not just the same price. It's the fact that it's not roach infested. It didn't have 50 people living in it before. The landlord's reasonably good. The golf course is right there. Like, I mean, there's a lot of little things that make it.
What would it call? Can y'all join the club, or is it like
Yeah, we have like the athletic membership. We didn't do the golf one because I just didn't think I'd play golf that much.
Yeah.
But gym, pool, tennis courts.
No, that's all you need.
Or I guess the tennis courts are not technically included. So if we go play pickleball or whatever, we just like pay whatever the fee is. But we haven't played pickleball since last year. So
that's something I want to talk about.
Pickleball?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I was reading about it, and tennis already didn't have enough tennis courts. And since pickleball has become so big, and like in the last 5 years, 30% of tennis courts have been converted over to pickleball courts.
Well, that's absurd.
Our
club is doing the opposite.
It's like just make your own.
Our tennis membership is up like a lot.
Well, it's probably because they have pickleball in there, though.
No, they're two separate memberships actually.
Oh, so y'all have different.
Yeah, we have the athletic. This was just standalone. We have a pickleball, which is an add-on, so you can get pickleball without tennis, and then you can get tennis without pickleball, and then obviously you get like the full golf membership, and you get everything. But we have a really big tennis population out here, actually. But I mean, maybe we're the minority. I don't know.
Well, it's good, and like I said, it's just like if you're gonna build, like don't tear down the tennis communities to build more pickleball courts when like just go out there and make your own they can coexist. Like you're just like, I don't like the idea of less tennis courts, meaning because there's gonna be less tennis players and whatnot. Like I think like sure you can say they're similar all you want, blah 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 blah. That's whatever. I disagree, but like
I mean it's about money. It's got to be about money, right? Like if
well, I mean, but tennis and pickleball don't make money for people. I mean, like how many public parks are there that people go play tennis on, every day that is just free to use? So I mean, like that's kind of my point. It's like, I mean, sure, if you're a member of a country club or whatever, and they have pickleball courts, you're paying to use those exclusively. I get that, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like they've literally like parks and all that stuff is what they've converted over to having pickleball courts as well. And it's like, just make pickleball courts. Don't use the tennis courts that we have been there for a while.
Maybe they know that the amount of people going to play tennis is not that high right now, and they're just trying to.
Dude, I don't know. The parks around us, like 50% of them have converted tennis courts into pickleball courts. Like they put the stakes up to raise the net. They redo the lines. And then there's tons of people waiting to play tennis. There's tons of people waiting to play pickleball. But I mean,
the parks in Athens are always full. I mean, like literally now, granted, maybe not at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I mean 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock on any weeknight, like every tennis court is full at like all the parks around this area. And so
I agree. I mean, I think tennis is a popular sport. I know when we would go to like our public park when we lived in Kennesaw, it wasn't busy really, but like there was always at least 1 or 2 other courts taken up. And then there was the rec league did like year-round tennis and like lessons and that sort of thing out there too. So
yeah,
it's reasonably popular. But
like, Rob, how do you feel about this opinion? Like, I feel like pickleball is becoming more and more popular because
100%.
it's easier to be good at than tennis.
No, that's 100% why.
not
It's,
have to
you
be
can
as
pick
athletic.
you can pick it you can pick it up so much quicker than you can pick up tennis, because tennis is not a sport you can pick up. And be good at.
I think it's less about easy. I think it's more about physicality. Like you just don't have to run as far. Like
I mean,
but
conflating those two, but yeah, I think that's part of it.
But I also think
people's sport.
it is, but you also can get a good workout with pickleball. I'm not saying
For sure.
I mean, if you're playing competitive pickleball, maybe not if you're just dinking the ball around, but
But good singles pickleball, yeah, you're going to break a sweat. Not like
But
you are in singles tennis, but
nobody plays singles pickleball. Like,
last
but
time
even-
I played pickleball, it was singles pickleball.
well, I'm just saying.
But
like,
that's a
when
bad example.
If we go play with like the group that plays at the club, me and Haley might, if we're like the first ones there, or if nobody else is there, we'll play singles. But otherwise, if folks are up there, it's only doubles. Nobody
Yeah.
plays singles.
well, it's because it's a
It's a lazy
social.
sport.
It's a social sport. So the more people on the court, you're like,
Yeah.
And it's
But I mean,
probably limited court space too.
well, that's what I was trying
has
to.
something to do
But
with
so Jordan,
More people
every
playing.
you know where
A
the
ton of pickleball courts.
the tennis courts at UGA are.
Yeah.
Every single bottom court they converted to a pickleball court.
I mean, but there's got to be like
That's 8 courts they just took away, and
It's a
like
money thing. It's 100% a money thing.
it's
yeah.
not a money thing for UGA. How is
Well,
that a
maybe
money
not
thing?
EGA. Well, for public, I was gonna say at least for public parks it is, because what's cheaper, converting a tennis court or building a whole new?
I see what you're saying. No, well, yeah.
It's,
No, but-
it's 1,000% cheaper, and it's probably the same for Georgia too. Like, yeah, they
But
have the
Georgia's
money.
got all money in the
They
world.
have the, yeah, but that mean they
Yeah.
want to just throw it away.
Right.
I know, but it's also like to build. Say they built 12 courts, it might cost them $500,000. I mean, like they literally throw $500,000 away at
Yeah,
anything they want to all day every day.
Yeah,
There's
but don't
no-
mean
I
they
mean,
will.
that's
And they got
$500,000 is y'all's next bonus to y'all's next quarterback. They got to keep that in the bank.
space. It's space. It's like,
Yeah, but how much space is over there, though, dude? I mean, they have all this. UGA has all the space in the world. I know UGA is in a bad example. I get it. Like you want to save money by just
yeah,
converting these
that
courts.
is
Like
a
I
good
understand.
example. That's
I understand that.
because that's not the typical like.
No, it's not.
I think of
You're
like
absolutely
public parks, and like public parks are definitely thinking about money and space too.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think
So original.
I would hope that people are not out there just going, you know, we should build this pickleball thing. I've seen it on Instagram, and I think it's getting popular. Don't you think we should just go like convert some tennis courts? I would hope that they're actually
Like thinking about the tennis community.
well studying how many people are playing and that sort of thing.
Well, that's what I want. My next, I want to own. There's a place in Augusta and there's a place in Atlanta. It's called Dinked, and they just have indoor pickleball courts, and it also has a bar and everything. You like get membership there. Like I want to do that in Athens. I think it'd be phenomenal.
Oh, it would kill, dude.
Drink
It would.
pickleball?
I mean, that's what everyone does anyways. I mean, everyone just brings coolers out there and drinks.
Yeah, dog boy, you got to put a strap on your paddle or hit somebody, throw your paddle across the court and hit somebody in the head.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, that's what everyone does anyways, though. I mean, like everybody I play tennis with, we all of us drink while we play tennis.
That's just rogue. First off,
No, it's not. It's you just don't know. It's huge.
Very common.
It's super
just
common.
crazy. But see, I think that's like speaks to why pickleball is getting somewhat more popular, because I think that there's more people that just want to
Have a reason to drink and have a reason to be social.
have fun, right, not be competitive. Whereas tennis, to me, like if I'm going to play tennis, like I don't know, I just feel like it's a more competitive thing. Pickleball's like I can laugh, and like if I miss a shot, I can just be like, oh damn, I shanked one. But in tennis, like I get mad about it.
I know, but if no offense, Flake, but like if me, you, Mason, and I don't know, Webb were on a tennis court and like we were playing doubles, you would want to win as badly as anything else.
Wait, you talking to me?
Yeah, or not a tennis court, on a pickleball court.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I want to win?
No, I wasn't including you. That's why I said no offense.
I'd suck at it, but I'd want
Yeah,
to
I guess you're
win.
right.
That's why I hate golf, is because I get
Rob.
like I'm terrible at it and I get super pissed off because I'm way too.
Well,
competitive.
golf is the most infuriating sport of all time. I would die on that hill.
So I'm offended by you thinking I wouldn't be.
Rob, how bad do you think
out
me and
there.
you could beat Jordan and Webb in a game of pickleball?
Very
How
quick.
bad? How bad?
I mean, very quick.
It'd be rough.
11,
I'm a-
11-2, 11-2.
That's absurd. I'm a menace in pickleball because it's such a small court. I'm the whole court. I'm just
I would
like,
hit you I'd hit you right in the dick every time.
you lost your damn mind. I would poach and just I would wiffle ball holes in the forehead.
I have just so much
would
better
never put it
hands.
that high.
I would have so much better hands than you, and then I dink, and then I just when you hit one little high, I bah, and then hit you right in the nuts.
This man,
Right in the nuts.
I can't believe that you just said you would have so much better. Your hands would be so much better than mine. You're crazy as hell.
If you don't
You're
think
better at tennis than me, and I will never be as good at tennis as you are.
that's nothing to do with tennis, I got better hands all around.
We
baby.
played other racket sports, and I've beat the dog
Yeah.
already.
Also, badminton is not a fair sport for you and me to play. You're 6'5".
Excuses. It's the same. With
Jordan's
pickleball. I'm
5
still
inches
6'5".
taller than me. He has never beat me in badminton.
I still think I beat you in badminton. But you know
then
what?
you
To be
woke up.
fair, though, Mason, we never played on official badminton courts either. Like once I played on a real badminton court, and I was like, my God, it wasn't even close to the right size.
Not at all.
High school.
Yeah,
Not
the
at
lines are
all.
way deeper. It's way harder for me.
Way harder for
what she said.
for everyone. But it's just weird. Like it would be easier for me to win on a real court than those wider things, because like my height and my length get amplified. Well, that's what I thought when we played them girls and they beat us 21-0.
Oh, they did not beat us 21-0. It was like 21-3 or whatever.
Beat the devil out of us, boys.
The second time
Actually,
we
it
played
would
them,
be
though,
interesting to play you on like real official court. It'd probably be a lot
I
harder.
love badminton so much.
I do too. I wish I played
It's
so
such
much
a good
more.
sport. It's such a good sport.
Got me hyped up now. I want to go play.
Let's go to let's.
Dude, it'll make you
podcast
feel
in
like
badminton.
Superman because you can get a spike back and you're like, oh man, I got that shit. It's going like 120 miles an hour.
That's a good question. I wonder how fast you can hit a badminton. Like how you can hit a cock.
Jordan can hit him real fast. Wait, what?
They're talking about a shuttlecock.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Anyway, pretty hard, right?
I don't know about to Google it. I wonder how
All
fast.
I know is when we played those like men, we got in there and me and Rob were like, okay, we can definitely hit it harder than these guys. And that we like served it up, go back and forth a couple times, and dude, like he like takes a step back like he's gonna just smack it, and he goes dink, and just right over the net. And we were just like,
The
what?
drop shot.
Just epic fake. We got murdered. We got our tails beat
Oh, bro, it was ugly.
with ease. I mean,
Dude, it's like the time I went to play club ping pong at Auburn. And
Bro, what? This can't be right. This can't be right. I'm sorry, Mason. I don't mean to interrupt.
no, go ahead.
It's saying the fastest a shuttlecock has been hit is 300 miles an hour.
that's not true.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe this at all.
News.
I'm reading it.
Is there a recording of it?
306 miles an hour.
Proof.
Is that wait? Where are you reading it? Link.
I need
I'm linking
I
it.
didn't know they had the radar gun back on me in high school, dude. Jeez.
Oh,
yeah.
listen to this guy. Yeah. Oh my God.
Now,
Oh God.
I'll say, I really don't remember you beating me that bad in badminton. I remember you beating the devil out of me for like a year in ping pong before I ever beat you.
Are you talking
Oh,
about?
my.
I don't think I beat you that bad in badminton. I just think I beat you really consistently.
I feel like I've got a couple off of you in badminton. Ping pong, it
I
took.
mean,
Do you remember how long? God, we played ping pong for like a year. You beat me with a DVD thing. one time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but then like once
I would have quit. I would have quit.
No, hey, buddy, who are you talking about?
this was early on.
Once,
It got to
once I beat you that first time, it was on then.
I used to beat the shit out of Mason in tennis, and then all of a sudden he started taking it serious. I
We're
mean,
always pretty even. You'd probably
Well,
beat the shit out of me now.
I was young back then, though, too.
That's true. Yeah, I had 3 years
Yeah,
on
you're
you. So.
50 or so now, right?
Might as well be. This shoulder's about to go to turn 60.
Actually, I feel like Rob would beat the dog crap out of me in doubles. I might have a slight chance in singles.
I agree to that statement.
There's no. I mean, this thing.
That guy's hitting the piss out of it. As I was just watching the video.
So you're watching that video?
They showed it in slow mo, and the second he hits it in slow mo, it's a fucking dart.
I mean, that's insane, actually.
So 300 miles an hour, really?
Dude,
I take back everything I said about hardest sport. Give me badminton. It's the hardest sport.
Dude. Imagine trying to hit a 300-mile-an-hour cockback. Good Lord.
All I know
That thing's going to penetrate, dude.
What stings worse, like catching a shuttlecock to the chest, or just racquetball off the back?
No, give me racquetball, dude, bro. Racquetball. Right in the rib cage. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take that
Those
cock
things
off the
hurt.
chest all day. that racquetball. I think I got a picture of that when I hit you in the back with that.
Oh,
racquetball.
I have it somewhere, but it is. I mean, a whelp, like literally like this big, just on my rib cage. I'm like, oh.
That's
Still not as
that
bad
is
as taking a golf
terrifying.
ball to the fucking back like Katie Carswell did.
God, dog, Matt just scolded one to Katie's back.
That one.
Awful.
Dude, that
I
was
thought she was
oof.
dead. I thought she had kidney problems after that. Anyway, yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
I almost made a terrible joke.
Don't do that.
I'm not going to.
Tell us later.
Racquetball is
That's now
a rogue sport. That's a terrifying sport. If you get 4 people in that little bitty room with some rackets and a
Especially-
hard ass ball flying around.
I will never play. I'll never play with Webb ever again. I don't.
What happened? I don't.
No, it's just he doesn't have control over his body. He just runs around and he just runs you over and he's swinging a racket and I'm like, Webb, be conscious of other people. And he's just, when he gets in that zone, he can't do it.
He can't. Like, yeah, no. Webb is a rogue in any sport you play. You just never know when he's going to come across the room and just kill you. Just
Now you talking about a sport that's really good exercise. That racquetball is like unbelievable exercise.
yeah. If you don't die, like I just
No,
feel
that's
like
true.
between somebody hitting you with the racket, somebody hitting you with the ball, you running into the wall and breaking your daggum neck, like running into somebody else that's also running around the room trying to kill you. Like it's a golly, I can't believe I ever played that sport. It's the most dangerous sport out there, huh? Like forget football. Just racquetball is terrifying. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's a lot of fun though, dude. You hit some angles and stuff and get going. It's a fun game.
It is. It's terrifying.
But putting it in a potato gun and watching it go into the clouds is also pretty fun.
That's just. I can't wait to.
I know you've seen it.
Go ahead.
I know you've seen it, Mason, but that Padel game,
Who?
or they're in like the cages with it looks like it's like tennis, but like they're in cages, and like where they like you see where the guys like they hit a ball and it goes out and they have to run through the like.
What is that? That's called paddleball, right?
Well, I think they call it Padel in Europe because it's really not. It's not really in America.
Paddle.
But I've sent you like videos of the guys like diving out the door. And
I'm telling you, I want to play that. I want to play that game
That was funny?
so
Come
bad.
on.
What?
Yeah.
Come on. Paddle.
What?
Paddle.
Well, that's why. Yeah. This is. I mean, yeah.
Oh, is that really why they do it?
Yeah, that's why they do it.
Come
No,
on.
but like
Better than that.
they play with like these like cushiony like paddles basically, and I don't know what the ball they use, but I mean it looks so fun.
No idea what you're talking about.
It's literally pickleball and racquetball combined.
And then but there's a net, and you're on the other side of the net like tennis too. But like, and but so like when you
hit it off the walls and stuff, and like
you gotta hit,
that.
and but it's like racquetball though, like it can't. It's got to hit the ground first. It can't hit the wall then the ground when you hit it over the net. So like, it's
Can't
crazy.
Picture this. I have to Google it. Yeah.
You're gonna want to play immediately.
Yeah,
remember-
it looks so addicting.
Y'all remember Chinese ping pong? Why is it called Chinese ping pong?
Oh, where it bounces on the ground. There's no net. We were like
You just
running all
run
over the
around.
driveway.
Yeah. Remember setting
Yeah, I
up
remember it.
halogen lights and like getting. God, your neighbors had to hate us. And
Oh, we melted my basketball net on your halogen lights at one time. I remember that.
how did we do that?
we like hung the halogens up in the basketball net, and they were so hot it melted the net to them.
And then you got to chain that.
But I believe you.
And then you got
I
to
think I
chain
probably
that.
did get it. I think I did.
I do remember that actually.
Probably because I thought that was cool for some bizarre reason.
Yeah. Those are the times, right? Just like 50 folks out in the driveway running around like crazy people.
They've been playing whatever in the pool.
And,
Dude, pool basketball.
Oh my god.
I just remember when Justin almost killed himself trying to jump, like trying to dunk from across, and like, oh, dude, that dude, scary man.
That was terrifying to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember his explanation of like why he wasn't gonna like break his face. He's like, no, don't worry, guys. Before I hit the wall, I put my foot up.
I'm like, okay, you're gonna break your leg, but it's fine.
It's like, oh, okay. Oh man, yeah. I didn't
He's
have that
literally
problem.
stopping himself on the wall with his feet.
Yeah,
It's
he's just jumping like, stick his foot out. And I'm like, okay, you're crazy, bro. That was God, you remember how raw your feet would be after playing pool basketball for about 3 or 4 hours? I remember going for a run like after that the next day and just having just massive blisters and being like, what happened to my feet? Just like, rubbing them off in the pool.
Remember that summer y'all worked out, like did like P90X like every day that summer.
Yeah,
man.
like 2-a-days with P90 and Insanity.
Dude.
That was
I missed
insane.
that. God, I missed that. That was, I don't know.
I miss being
maybe
in
I'm
that
just-
kind of shape.
I'm just glutton for
I miss that much freedom.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Yeah, maybe that's why like I have a nostalgia for it because the workouts are awful. But there's also I feel like there's an element of
Dedication.
camaraderie. I
Oh.
think when you do stuff like that, like do like being in pain with your boys. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the same reason why you like sports so much. It's like it sucks, but there's like an element of like satisfaction at the end of the game, and you're doing it with the homeboys or homegirls. If you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, no, I miss that, man. Those are just like we'd get up, go to your house, Tyler, hit a workout, and then we'd have like it was not just 2-a-days. It was like 2-a-days plus some sport, right? So it was the workout in the morning. We would scramble to McDonald's to get McChickens, and then we would go play basketball or soccer, ultimate frisbee or something, and then like eat dinner that night, and then go hit another workout before bed, and then rinse repeat the next day.
Dude, bodies were machines back then. It was great.
Yeah, how did we recover?
Because you're 17 and it didn't matter.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. Just so hungry, constantly hungry. Like I've never felt hungry like that in my life. It's just, and those McChickens just didn't do it either. That was not the nutrition that I needed.
You didn't know any better.
Nope. Just we were broke, so broke, man. Just you could get back then it was 99 cents McChicken with cheese. You get like 4 of them, and just. I mean, I guess it's probably fine. We just need calories back then.
I mean, we were burning every bit of it off.
Yeah. I wish I had like. Do you ever wish that you had when you were like 18, 19 and you're doing all that you had like tried to like target that into something, like a triathlon or something, or when you had the time to train for it, like.
Dude, we probably could have crushed some triathlons back then.
Yeah, we were swimming too. We were going to Darton and doing swims and all that.
Can you imagine if we had like been eating right too?
We might have actually made some progress with our bodies. No shortage of working out.
Golly, I just remember when we did the swimming and running and push-ups and sit-ups thing, and like how long it really like I feel like our swimming got exponentially better in a month's period, really.
Yeah.
But like it was, and I think I just because kind of lack of swimming, but I feel like I'd peaked at like 40 push-ups, and I could never get past 40 push-ups.
Yeah. I don't remember. I think at one point in my life, I got to where I could do a set of like 80 to 100, maybe. I don't know that I ever actually hit 100. I think I could do like 80. But Yeah, it was the people that can like sit down and just like whip out 150 or 200 push-ups at a time. I don't know.
So I was like looking at the qualifications for like the police academy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was curious because I haven't done any working out in a while now. So I think I did like 45 in 2 minutes. But like I remember like when I was in college working out with this guy named Frank Shaw, we would be doing sets of 50 with 25-pound plates on our back. Like, yeah,
that's
falling so
impressive.
far.
That's impressive. Really. I'm just
so
not.
far.
I don't know. It was maybe I was doing it wrong. I probably could have benefited from a trainer, frankly, back then. I don't know how to really. I struggle building strength. I feel like I kind of have learned how to do the long distance running thing. I kind of have figured that out. I'm still not like fast at it, but I know how to get faster. I know how to do that. But the push-ups and like strength and that sort of thing, I don't know that I never felt like I was really making great progress. It was just go in there and just like do a bunch of push-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups, and I could do a shit ton of lunges. I could do tons of body weight squats and that sort of thing. But
The problem is none of that stuff's really how you build strength. It's all progressive overload.
Yeah. I also probably didn't really lose enough weight. Also, my body is like, I'm like mostly legs. So it's like a counter lever. So push-ups are naturally harder for me. Not saying I'm not trying to make an excuse. Like,
for sure.
You also, I must say you have tall arms too. I mean, long arms, not tall arms.
I'm not trying to make like an excuse. I mean, there's people out there my height that do push-ups like that all the time. I could have gotten better. I just feel like I needed a different approach to really get to the point where I could do like, 150 or so. But whatever, who cares? When was the last time I haven't done a push-up in forever? Last summer. Me and Haley were doing a lot of the we were doing the Peloton workouts, like not the bikes, but the like the strength classes, like the hour long, either 45 minute or hour long strength classes. Like there's a lot of variety in that. I was actually getting not strong, but stronger again. I was impressed. I think that Peloton thing is massively underrated. The app. We took to San Antonio. We took our bike and then we bought some of those Bowflex dumbbells, and was like the run, bike, and then the Bowflex dumbbells in a Peloton workout were our only forms of exercise in San Antonio.
That's all you need. Did you get the 552s or the 1080s?
Whatever the cheaper one was, because I'm cheap. The ones that cap out at 52 and a half, I think. Is what it is.
552s.
Yeah.
Oh. I used to have the ones that went up to 90. I sold them.
You used to have which ones?
The ones that went up to 90.
Damn, boy. Mason is sneaky strong, y'all. Y'all know that? He's sneaky strong. He really
Not
is.
anymore. I did used to do like incline dumbbell presses with those 90s though.
That's pretty impressive, I think. Come on, Mason, just get back into it. Let's just see what you got.
Well, I think I am going to get back into it, Jordan, because on Monday we're going to get one of those things delivered that you were just talking about.
A Peloton?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all bought a Peloton?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're going to love that thing.
We should do it. We should do a podcast. We should do a podcast workout.
I'm down.
I'm down.
No, well, obviously we can't.
You're getting a Peloton, Mason? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, me and you are about to battle.
Oh yeah, because we can do that, can't we?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Oh, I'm ready.
We should do this legitimately though.
We'll get a Peloton, Rob. What are you talking about?
I don't want to spend money. How much are they? $1,000?
I bought ours used. Or
how much? How much did you buy? What is like $1,000?
1,000. I think we got it used. It was like barely used. You can always find workout equipment with somebody.
So we bought it from the website, and it was the Bike Plus. We got the refurbished one. It was normally $1,900. It was $400 off, and then we did like a 12-month payment plan, so it's like $100 a month.
Yeah.
Oh, you do a payment plan? That's kind of cool.
It's 0% interest. They have 0% interest right now for like I think up to 72 months. But
It's worth it. It's worth
Is the
it.
subscription included in that cost?
no,
No.
that's like
How much is
$100
the
a
subscription?
month.
$50 a month, right? For a family?
I thought it was 40. Oh, maybe it's
Maybe
50 per family. I don't know.
It may be. It may be 40. I'm not sure. It's something like that. It's really great.
It's a gym membership.
God, we need to get sponsored by Peloton. What are we doing?
I don't think they're going to want to do that anytime. So they just laid off 400 people this past
Peloton
week.
did?
Yeah, and fired their CEO, stepped down.
Hiring the CEO is the best way to save money. That's like 10 mil right there.
Yeah, true.
I love. We're just never mind. That's crazy.
What?
You know, it's just crazy that like we were just about like how awesome Peloton is, and they're like, yeah, going out of business.
I remember seeing that on Friday that they had a bunch of layoffs, and then Jordan brought that up. So I looked it up, and they laid off 15% of their staff.
Ooh, that's a
Well,
big
also,
chunk.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember after.
What's that girl's name? Like the main girl, that bike rider girl.
Allie Love?
Is that her name? I don't know. You see her all over Instagram and shit though.
Tall black girl?
No, blonde girl,
Light skin?
white blonde girl.
Oh. Kendall?
Maybe, I don't know. That might be right.
Short
I
thing?
don't know.
Yeah,
Jess does a bunch of Cali classes, but I don't think she does
Cali.
the bike.
Yeah. I've done some Cali classes. Kendall's she was a USC cheerleader, and she just goes so hard, and it makes me so mad because she like sets this workout up, and then she changes it. She doesn't like follow it in the middle, and it just makes me so mad. And I'm like, you're not gonna break me, you stupid little. I'm in there talking to the screen, like, not gonna break me. I'm not gonna let no little 5 foot nothing USC cheerleader beat me. But she's absolutely just beating me. I mean, she's on that
beast.
ripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she also like those guys you could make accounts, whatever. They make ones that like make her say like funny things, and then like she realizes it and stuff. Like
Yeah,
those
that's
are
the girl.
Yeah, yeah.
That's her. Yeah. No, it's great. I think it's been one of the better like workout things that I've ever done. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's very different, obviously, because you're doing it on a bike. But the workout classes, the strength classes, and all are very similar to like P90X, like a lot of that. I like to do the ones where, like, I don't know how to describe it. They're almost like balance classes, like you do a lot of one-legged deadlifts, like you bounce back and forth, kind of like the Heisman thing in P90. And I don't know, that's the stuff that I need because I've run so much in a single direction. I don't ever build strength laterally.
I don't build your core, right?
Do what?
All that like balance and stuff. It's hard on your
Yeah.
core.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I just,
Are we turning into a fitness podcast? Is that what we're doing?
Nobody should take fitness advice from us.
I mean, they would look at the podcast and be like, "Nope, sorry, I'm out."
Is that? I feel like I always have felt like I kind of know. I feel like I know how to do fitness pretty well. Like I could probably give advice, but I don't follow it year round. So like I don't look like the guy that should be giving advice. You know what I mean? I feel like you need like a 6-pack to be able to have any credibility.
See, I know how to do all of it. I just don't have the discipline to stick with it.
My training cycle the last few years has revolved around the half marathon in the spring. So it's like January hits, we train on that 2-month cycle. We get back to running our little half marathon. We run the half marathon. We train, or we keep running until it gets hot. And then like when it gets real hot, it's like it peters out. And then we stay in the gym a lot. And then we travel a little bit more. And then the fall hits and football season hits. You start drinking some beers. And then once you start drinking them beers, you ain't working out no more. And then Christmas comes and you're eating
Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
In January, you look up and you're like, damn, boy, starting from scratch again. Here we go.
Well, it's fun. Like I play tennis probably 2 or 3 times a week, and I try to go to the gym at least once, if not twice a week. But like my gym visits are not great anymore because like a lot of times now I just like I get there, like do a little like dumbbell stuff, like curls and stuff like that, kind of some shoulder physical therapy because I got to have it or else I can't do anything. And then I'll get on a rower and do like 2,000 meters or whatever. And then I get off and then I do more physical therapy on my shoulder. And then I get to the sauna and I sit 15 minutes in the sauna and then I go home. I mean, that's literally.
I mean, here's the deal. We're just like old jank broke down athlete. Like, what are we supposed to be doing? I mean, I think unless you're training for a specific event, like, I don't know. I'm gonna sound like a soft, like, I'm gonna sound like I just like have no credibility and I've lost my nuts somewhere along the way.
And then I have an idea that's gonna rip this to shreds. But go ahead.
I think that your workout should be like they shouldn't be so hard that you can't ever enjoy one. Like I think 2 workouts a week should be something reasonably fun, like that you can somewhat have fun with, because you're not training for anything. Like you need to just what you're training for is consistency and like making sure you don't break down and you're not 45 and can't move. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I've gotten older, right? When I was 18 and 19, I was like, if you ain't working out like at 110% capacity every workout twice a day, you might as well not even show up. Like, what are you doing? But now I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't think that's sustainable. I also read this thing that was saying, like most like really, really high level athletes in basically every sport, like every workout of the week except for 1 to 2 will only be at about 80% capacity, and the 1 to 2 will be at a higher capacity.
And that's so funny, because a guy that lives in Athens, a guy that I work with, his cousin is like on the UGA football like equipment and all, like he's like one of like the head guys of the equipment and everything. Well, so he's always where they are working out and everything. Well, they says like they hook up every player when they do workouts with the team. And like they hook up every player that shows all these statistics of, heart rate and all that nonsense. But like basically saying like it'll basically tell if they're not giving it 100% or not. And then Kirby basically just calls them out. Like he'll put them up, like they could put everyone's stats up on the big board, like on the monitor and everything. And they'll like say like, you're slacking, like work hard, all this stuff. I mean, it's just like if they're not giving 100%, like they will be called out immediately. And it's just like he's like demands.
I mean, there's something to be said for that too, but I feel like that's more of a mental game than like what's good for your body.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, it's funny you mentioned that, because I was talking to Zach and he was saying like they put heart rate monitors on all them when they're running through the shoot house and stuff like that. And like, so, like they'll get to a thing like done and they're like, Blackman, your heart rate's too fucking high. Get it under control, or shit like that. Like just screaming at them to like calm yourself. But
that's kind of crazy.
I think we should do a fitness challenge for the podcast. I think we should all like put our stats in and like come up with like some workouts and just see who like improves the most over like a year, 6 months. We don't have to publish it, but I think it would be good for all of us.
I'm in.
I got a Whoop.
Also,
I got a Whoop. I can do it. I just paid for another year's Whoop when I quit using it, and so it got me for another year.
I'm in. I've always thought that a really good challenge, like, and y'all can disagree. Maybe this is a point for discussion, but like, if I think a balanced challenge would be calorie burn, like
total calorie
who can burn
for
the most
day?
calories in a month or something.
Okay.
How do we measure that?
Flick, are you in for this?
I mean, sure, I'll crush you guys. So
Let's go.
I'll crush you guys. Listen to that.
and I mean that in the sense of like, I'm a big guy, so it's a lot easier for me to burn some calories than y'all. That's why I say that.
That's not how
Do
that
it,
works.
dude.
That's not
Kind
how
of
it
work.
works.
If I work as hard as you guys will, I'll burn more calories. Is what
No,
is
that's
kind of
not-
my
That
point.
is true.
That's 100% true.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
not-
That's how that
that's not-
works.
No, he may lose more weight if we tracked weight loss, but like
Oh, definitely
calorie
not.
burn, that's not true. Like,
No.
If I were to walk-
if
if I
you're
were to
a
go out
bigger
there-
human being, you burn more calories. There's something called the Catch-McCardle equation. It is scientifically proven.
Get wrecked, nerd.
no, but that's not how that works, because he may be so much more out of shape that he can't work out for very long. So like if his max capacity is 15 minutes and I go run for an hour and a half, I'll burn more calories than him. So like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's not my
about,
point.
like-
My point
No,
is
I
you
know
do
what your
15,
point is.
he does 15,
I know what
he
your point
burns more calories.
I know what your point is, but what
Okay.
I'm saying is like the level of effort the same level of effort, he may not burn more calories than I will.
Well, yeah, if time's different, then sure.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He can't. It's not just like I'm a bigger guy. I'm going to burn more calories than y'all and crush you. Like,
But Flick's got more time than you do, so.
You think? well, yeah, I guess
You
with
have a baby.
I'll put together a
Be like
Google
Baby
sheet
Yoda on
and
my
we can
back.
fill it in.
What's the
Flick,
what's the goal
fitness
though?
tracker? Flick, do you have a fitness tracker? Apple Watch.
I have an Apple Watch I could give you.
Fitbit.
Sure, yeah, I'll
All right,
Yeah.
that works. We can do
I'll
that.
take that. Yeah.
And then you
I have
just
a-
record your workouts.
God, I wish we
Yeah.
all had the same thing, but whatever, it'll be fine.
Oh, if we all had Garmin, it would be so much better.
Yeah.
Well, I have a Whoop, so I've just paid for it. Literally, it cost me $200 and something bucks for the year, and I'm like, mother.
The only rogue I feel like is the Apple Watch. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Haley's calorie burn is always just so wacky to me. But
Oh, it's like when I used to wear my Apple Watch, I'd play tennis. It would be like, you just burned 1,400 calories, and I'm like,
Does everybody have a scale that they can step on? We can start with weight.
yeah.
Does
Go
everybody's
on.
scale have body fat percentage or anything like that, or are we just weight? Okay.
No, I got my scale out the trash room in the last apartment. Somebody threw it away. And I just, hey, does this work? And it worked. And I was like,
really? That's what we're.
yep. I bleached it down, and because you can think. I mean, you can imagine that was probably pretty gross. But yeah, I bleached it down, and now it's in our bathroom.
All right. So I have a Garmin scale, so I'm going to put extra stats.
You
in
bought a
there.
Garmin scale? God.
Yeah, I've had it for a while.
You know we're about to get our ass whooped by Tyler, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't been working out at all.
Neither have I.
Like it's
Neither
been,
have I.
it's
But it's a good
nothing.
time to. Actually, it's a terrible time to train. We're going into the summer. Oh, it's gonna be
That's when you that's when you get it, baby. Get after it.
That's when you break down mentally because it's
Mentally ill.
do
95
both.
But-
degrees and 80%.
You work your ass off and then you break down.
My problem
Mentally.
is I don't have any motivation to do it myself. So if I have other people doing it, I'm more likely to do it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
kinda same.
I have a hilarious story to tell y'all. So we did this at one of my where I used to work before my new job, and we all were like, how much we wanted to see, like we did a competition. We all threw in money, and we're like, whoever can lose the most weight in 2 months wins the pot. So we like made it like a thing. So we all had to weigh the first day, right? Well, like, like all of us were like, we kind of talked about it. We were like, are y'all going to weigh with like clothes on or whatever? And everybody was like, well, that's probably we're boxers or whatever. So, and I'm not going to say names, but one of the guys I worked with, like we all sent a picture in, like us standing on the scale and how much it was or whatever. Well, he took a picture and it was kind of like a reflective thing. So he took a picture. You just saw his nuts and his ass cheeks. And we were like, dude, get that shit out of here. I was like, you idiot.
That's funny.
It's funny.
You might have done that on purpose.
Oh, man. It was so good, though.
Well, we'll decide on the rules of the challenge, I guess. We don't have to do calorie burn. Well, I'm good with weight loss. I think weight loss is a good one too. It's just like a not an even challenge.
Because it matters about food and everything like that.
Yeah. Well, Mason's.
We can
at
do a
disadvantage
couple of
because
targets. We can do weight loss. We can do total calorie burn. We can do
Well, you don't have
minutes
to.
of working out. We can do like 3 categories.
Well, you can do percentages on weight loss because
That's true. That evens it out.
that evens it out as opposed
Yeah.
to because I mean if I'm heavier or whatever, then I can lose a little bit more weight than y'all can. But I mean it depends on percentages more so than anything else. I feel like.
Yeah. I'm only
Like, I'm
about 10, 12-ish pounds heavier than what I usually like to be. So
Same. I'm like 194 right now, and I like to be at like
Same.
180. So
yeah. All right. I'm about to be.
When are we starting this
Come up on
too?
the podcast and be. Ooh.
He's gonna be sitting there and be like, "Yo, I'm hurting. I can't do nothing."
Yeah. No, this
y'all
is gonna be
realize
great.
I'm unemployed right now, so I'm just going to be on the bike like
That's
8
why.
hours
That's
a
why
day.
we're not. That's why we cannot only do total minutes of working.
Oh, and calories burned. That's not fair.
Just get on
I'm
the
joking. I'm not going to
just
do that.
rip it. Yeah. No, I guess yeah.
Yeah, but when you start training for the other thing, you're still gonna be doing the same thing.
Yeah, but I've figured out I'm fucked there because I have some open collections from some credit card debt, so I have to resolve all of that before I can apply.
Rip.
Open collections, like it went to collections.
I went through a program called National Debt Relief, and you're supposed to let it go to collections so that they can arbitrate on your behalf.
Ah, I see.
Oh,
And now
that sucks.
You're working with them folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, you'll get that squared away, and then you'll be in shape because you did this fitness challenge on the podcast with a bunch of goobers.
That's true.
All right. Well, we got to decide what we're doing though.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess weight loss percentage is probably the most even, but then it just like I don't really want to lose. I don't want to lose I don't want to be 190 pounds.
Oh,
I really want to do body fat percentage change, but because I think that is the best metric.
That's BS because if we start this in January, I would be kicking ass right now.
Hey, that's your problem. Get
Well,
good, scrub.
F me. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, y'all can go get a DEXA scan around you for like $50.
A what?
No.
Never mind.
I the other, I guess, total minutes of working out is always like really intrigued me. But then it's like, just walking on a treadmill, does that count?
Yeah.
I read something.
It does, but
I read it. I was reading about golf because I was kind of curious about how many calories I burned playing golf, if I rode or if I walked.
Your whoop would tell you.
That's valid. But I read it's playing golf, even riding a golf cart, it's like every hour you play, you burn 250 to 300 calories.
Well, I kind of somewhat believe that. I mean, most reasonably healthy adults will burn 1,500 to 2,000 just sitting on their ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you saying? So 150 an hour playing golf?
No, 250 to 300 for an hour playing golf. In riding,
walking?
though. If you're riding. No.
Riding?
Yeah.
It's a little hard to believe, but kind of not at the same time.
But maybe
You only
I
have to
don't
make
know.
up 150.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you think
You are in motion basically the whole time. You're getting up and out, so your heart rate's not really dropping that low.
and you are. I mean, there's a lot of places you can't walk. I mean, you can't ride your golf cart too. So you are walking. I'm not saying you're walking a ton, but you are walking a good bit probably.
We should.
It's essentially low intensity interval training.
This is what we should do. We should do a physical fitness test. How many push-ups can you do? How many sit-ups can you do?
How fast can you run a mile?
I do not want to do how many ghost squats you can do. How fast you can run a mile, and then see who improves the most over a month.
A month, 2 months.
2 months.
Month. Dude, running a mile?
I think we should
kidding me?
I think we should check every month, but I think we should do it for 6 months to a year.
That's dedication right there, Mason.
I know, right?
What happens when Thanksgiving rolls around? No, I can't have that cake right there. I can't have that pecan pie.
No,
Everybody's going to be
call
at
back.
Thanksgiving, and that's one day, so who gives a shit?
Okay, whatever. I ain't no bitch. I ain't going down like no bitch. I'm down for whatever. Whatever. Y'all set the rules. I'll show up.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Push up on my knees count.
Yes, it does.
Whatever you want. Flip.
Cool.
You can modify.
Flip, there's gonna
Don't
be.
worry about it, because if it doesn't count, I'm only gonna be able to do 8 push-ups.
That's more than me.
There's a lot of workouts I literally can't do with my shoulders, so I'm having to figure it out.
Here they come. Or
No.
Push-ups?
The excuse.
I know I can do push-ups. I just can't do I can't
Overhead
lift.
presses and stuff?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
We'll do body weight stuff for what you can do in 2 minutes for each of those.
If you told me how to do it, I couldn't do a pull-up because I can't. I literally can't hang with my arms.
Pull up because I'm a fat ass.
Well, I can't do it. Same.
Same issue as Jordan.
You're right. That's. But I mean, I physically can't hold on to the bar because my arm will give out.
If y'all want to make us all feel really bad, we should put Webb in this.
No, God no. God no.
We'll win the body fat percentage loss because he's got none.
Dude, this guy
got
eats.
blue.
This guy eats, and I've said it, and I've said it before. I talked to him about it. I said, "What do you eat on a regular day?" Because he listened to me in the podcast. He's like, "That's not true." And then he goes, "Man, I eat exactly. I eat spinach, asparagus, broccoli, green beans, and chicken, and some more chicken, and then maybe some salmon every now and then." And I'm like, "Bro, that sounds like I would want to shoot myself."
That's basically
Same.
what I eat.
Yeah, but you at least season it and I've seen you cook
Season it?
bro, he's just like literally like he might.
He white AF.
I mean, he might put like salt and pepper on it, and then that's the chicken he eats. And I'm like, bro.
So I would say we'll figure out the rules to this whole thing. I think this is great, but let's extend it. Let's do let web and let whoever wants to be in, and then we can talk about.
And a bunch of people are going to agree to it, and then they're not going to follow through, and that's fine.
It's just fine.
It's fine. Mike Matthews.
That's this podcast.
Mike Matthews is
A
not.
bunch of
gonna
people
agree
agreed to it, and the four of us are the only one who committed.
True.
Matt Jones. Oh, we should get Matt Jones in here and just hear him bitch out within 2 weeks.
Oh, he's calling you out, Matt Jones. Who?
Mike Jones. Sorry.
Oh God! All right.
John
Also-
Germany will just put his standard workouts in there for us.
This is
Oh,
No, he's out. He's out. I don't want him in here.
He's a freak.
this is why I think we're getting to 100 episodes because we keep coming up with ideas.
we're just.
You're saying like you don't think we'll last that long, and going back to what we started
gonna have
with.
to have
That's what she said.
We're gonna have these segments where we check in on the fitness challenge too. Got to
Yeah.
do that every week.
Yeah.
Ooh, that could be like that could be like the first 5 minutes of the or last 5 minutes is like check in. How was your week?
This is great. And if we only do the mile run, I can get down for that because that means I don't have to run real far in the heat.
Bruh, I can't run a mile right now if my life depended on it.
You could run a mile.
Yeah, you can.
I could
Zero shot. I could run a
barely
mile.
drag myself a mile, like on hot asphalt. I mean, it's just a mile.
All right, I'm gonna try to run a mile tomorrow, and I'm gonna wear my whoop. And I'm gonna
I
track
could
it.
walk 4 or 5, no problem. I couldn't run a mile.
Well, then you just start running mailboxes. Run a mailbox, walk a mailbox, run a mailbox. That's how you get there.
I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about pacing, like doing all that training, because like in high school and all, when I run, I just run,
Forrest Gumped it.
hard as you could, just hard as you can, long as you can, just.
That's exactly how I still run, and I know that's not right.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I segment my workouts. Like long run days are long run days. You're out there for mileage, not for speed.
That's not true. When I do long runs, I'll try and stay in zone 2 of my heart rate.
Yeah. With the sprint days, you're just like just out there looking like just a dummy.
That
People
was
so funny.
That was the fastest I ever got better at running was when we started doing the run the straights, like sprint the straights, run the curves, sprint the straights, run the curves. I got significantly better at running. I'm not saying I got good because I'm not even close to being good, but like I improved dramatically when I started doing that consistently for like a month.
Yeah.
I got so much better doing that.
Again, I stand by the fact that like literally anyone can go run a half marathon. But it always surprises me how like the misconception that people have for training for it. I'm always when people talk to me about it, I'm always like, you only have to do like one long run a week. The rest of the time, just go bang out like a tempo run or literally go do sprints. And it's strengthening your legs is to me as effective as the long run. Now, you can't not do long runs. Like you've got to do that. You just won't build that cardio base up. But like if you don't ever do sprints, you'll find you'll plateau at that cardio base, and then it'll be really hard to build on top of that. So that is one of the things I learned. One of the first things I learned after our running escapades in high school, where you just go run as hard as you could.
How fast do you think you're going to do a mile now, Jordan?
Now, right? Like if I went and ran one right this second, God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
If I ran a mile right now,
it's like dirt.
9?
Yeah.
if I ran a mile right now, it'd be, I'm saying 10 and a half.
I mean, a mile is really not that far.
So far.
But if I had to run a 5K right now, I couldn't run a 5K in less than 30 minutes. There's no way. I would implode.
Did I tell you I ran the Cypress 5K? I got third place in my age group.
Really? Third place? What'd you running in?
21 minutes.
Third place? God, dog. That's pretty good. So what was the winning time in your age group?
I don't even know.
I mean, I feel like, I mean, no offense, 7 minutes
That's
is really
not that
fast for me,
good.
but it's not that fast. Yeah.
It's not.
I remember we went to, like one of Haley's like KD 5Ks was, where's he going? One of like the winner at the, like that, one of those like fundraising 5Ks was like 16 minutes or something. It was like in the 16 minutes for a 5K. I was like,
Brian, it's possible.
yeah, it's
Is that
not
like
possible.
5:20
kidding.
a mile? That's nasty.
Booking it.
That just doesn't sound. I mean, like that's the thing. That's my whole thing about running is like, it literally sounds like the worst thing. Like I would rather, like,
No, that's the whole point. That
I'd
what
rather
you're
do.
about to say,
I'd rather
everybody
do
agrees with it.
anything besides run. Like it's the worst thing in the world.
There's very few people out there that
I
are
don't mind
like,
it.
oh God, you're
Give me,
one
like-
of those weirdos.
Waterboard my ass before I run 2 miles.
Have you ever been waterboarded?
Yes. When I got stitches in my eye. When I got stitches in my eye, the damn doctor waterboarded me.
Oh my
Jordan was there. I literally yelled at the doctor. I said, "You're waterboarding me."
You didn't do anything. I hate running. I absolutely hate it. But it's again, it's kind of like the Peloton for me. You can't ignore it. You can't ignore it. You like. There's very few people out there that actually have a legitimate excuse for not being able to put on tennis shoes and go outside and try to run. I'm not saying you're going to go out there and run 5 miles the first go, but like run to a mailbox, walk for 10 seconds, run to the next mailbox, walk for 10 seconds. Like most people don't have an excuse. It's like the most accessible form of exercise out there. Not everybody has access to dumbbells. Not everybody has a pull-up bar, gym, bike, Peloton, etc.
Yeah, but you need body weight though.
I mean, you could barefoot go find a public park and barefoot run across the park and get in shape. Like it's just very, 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 very hard to ignore. And it doesn't. You can get a really good workout in a very short amount of time running if you just like hoof it. You know what I mean? Just like
You just run some 800s, dude. You're good.
yeah.
Oh,
400s.
That's my least favorite thing to do when we were training. Just the 400s and 800s. We would go do those, and I would just I would just
so
feel like I was
miserable.
just dying.
we used to Mike Matthews, not little Mike, but big Mike. When I was like really taking tennis seriously, that was like my sophomore, beginning of junior year, and he would make me run like. He made me run 200s, but obviously like full sprint. But I had to run like before we did anything. Like I ran 5 200s under like, and within like 10 minutes or something like that. And I was just like, by the fifth one, you just wanted to die. I mean, it was just like, and I remember like the first like 2 or 3 weeks doing this because I probably worked out with him like twice a week. I remember like the first like 2 or 3 weeks, I would throw up every time. Every time.
I've only thrown up from a workout like twice in my life.
Literally never happened to me.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
What about you, Flick? You ever puked from a workout?
What do you think?
I mean, you did like football
The
workouts.
fuck yeah, I did.
Oh, you did.
Fuck
You did.
yeah.
Okay, I thought you were saying like no.
No, hell yeah.
Yeah, dog. That's
I'm pretty sure I've thrown up from a workout this year.
Flick's a dark horse. What? Get out of here. Flick
If
is
I
over here
stay
being
consistent,
quiet.
I'll go hard. It's just my hardest thing is staying consistent.
Yeah,
It's so tough for me.
That's everything.
I was working out a decent bit, or at least like going on like long walks and stuff. And then we went to Vegas, and then I got sick right after Vegas. And I've been a fucking fat, lazy piece of shit since then.
Same. That's what this is
It's
for.
been so tough.
I tell you what, Jordan used to get mad at me. Like we used to work out, and like as soon as I missed one workout, he was done with me.
You did it right.
I mean, like if I missed one workout, he was done with me, and I was like, bro,
I'm still that way.
it's unbelievable. Like missing one workout is not a big deal.
To be fair, that's when Jordan had a lot of anger issues.
I'm still
He get mad at everything.
I'm still that way with because here's the deal. When I'm in the mode, or like we have an event and we're training, it's like that's priority. Like you got to show up, you got to do it. Like, you know.
Yeah, but life gets in the way.
Not if you don't let it.
Not if you don't let it. Yeah, I mean, like, well, this is the thing. Like, I'm not saying I do that year round. That's the consistent part. That's the hard part. But like that, like last year, not this year because she was pregnant and all, but last year, like the year before that January to race day, we were just every day. You're committed to it, and when like you don't make plans, you don't travel very much. We did travel a little bit, but you know, we went to the beach. We worked out at the beach. You can get a workout in. Again, we were training for running. It's very hard to argue with like I can't go for a run. You can pretty much always go for a run.
Not when you're hungover. I was in college.
That's a good
Boy, I used to get blackout every night in college and wake up and run 3 miles. You can definitely do it.
I don't think
Definitely can do it.
You're a good example here.
He's not.
You're not a good example.
Just ignore the blackout part. Like, you can't. This guy can run, dog. I mean, he can run.
I'll never forget the first time I ran over 2 miles was with Mason. We ran the double gate loop, and then we did the extra thing. And I'm looking at Mason, and Mason was like, "You can do it." And I was like, "Mason, I never ran over a mile at this point in my life." And I was like, "I can't do this." And he's like, "You can do this." And I was like, and that motherfucker literally made me do it. Though I mean, I try to stop. He just like about to hit me, and I was like, God.
Man, if
He was right.
you didn't have people like us in your life, you wouldn't know what like you were capable of. You know, like that leg workout I made you do that time.
Bro, then I tried to walk. I fell down.
This dude begged me to like help him work out, and we did one leg workout. He came back in the next day. He was like, "I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back."
Dude, you should have done shoulders with Jordan. This dude used to work his shoulders like 24/7.
I did.
I remember that.
Now I have little baby shoulders.
So when we starting this,
Well,
we can worry about the details between now and then. But when we starting,
I'll create the sheet today, and as soon as it's filled in with as much information as possible, we can start. So we can start this tomorrow if y'all want.
Oh,
well, do we want to wait like an episode or two, and the viewers can be a part of this? Like
The viewers are going to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I'm about to light it.
Actually, wait. Tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, we can start Monday because that's when the
start
Peloton
tomorrow.
gets here. So I'm ready to go.
I already hate this.
Me too. I'm talking. I'm trying to talk myself.
I am too. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, like, yay, but at the same time, like, fuck me.
No, Mason's like
I do not want to do this.
I don't either, but I do want to do this. I do want to do, but I really don't.
I hate myself already.
Me and Mason did a step challenge one time, and like you look down and it's just like 20,000 steps a day, like every day consistently. You're like, oh my god, somebody's foot's gonna fall off.
This is all my fault for bringing up y'all working at y'all's P90X workout.
Yeah, how the fuck did we get here from cake?
This is all my fault.
We were talking about kids.
We went from cake to now we're about to do fitness challenges. Are you kidding?
You know who you don't want to do this with? There's one person that like.
Oh, I know exactly what you're about to say.
Who?
Pace.
No. Pace.
What?
Pace would be a good one to do this with. But
He would crush it though, because that's kind of person Pace is.
yeah, but no. Way crazier than Pace.
Oh, well, maybe I don't know then.
Kevin Cheshire. Don't want to do this kind of thing with Kevin Cheshire.
Kevin's a salty now though. He's salty.
He will get
now.
on a treadmill and he will run a marathon. He will run a marathon on a treadmill.
He yeah. That dude, when they do that like running challenge at work, I remember him saying like he like ran like 3 times and then went and did a 20 miler to catch up. Like just ridiculous.
He's got a lady now. He's soft.
I wouldn't put it.
Dude, I don't know.
Soft.
He's not allowed. I'll take Webb all day, but Cheshire's not allowed.
Who won that fasting competition between y'all? It made me think of that for some
Oh,
reason.
we mutually. Oh, we could do that.
Cheshire won, but
No,
just
he
because
didn't.
he wanted to. Yeah, he did.
How long did you go?
We went
I've done
72
a
hours.
fasting competition.
I said
before.
that I was only going 72 hours on my first one, and so I went 72 hours and stopped.
I think I did 4
I'd be down to do a
days.
fast again too. Sorry, go ahead. What'd you say, Mason?
No, I think I did 4 days. That was the end of my thing in 4 circles. We went off into the woods by ourselves and fasted.
That's what everyone says that if you can make it past like day 4, it's a lot better. But it's like getting to day 4 sucks.
Yeah, no, I was like, No, but we were supposed to do it for 6 days. Nobody made it 6 days. I made it the longest, but like in that 4th day, I was like, bring me food.
I'm about to eat a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you probably didn't eat very much when you got food, did you? Because your
No, I
stomach
don't
was so
think so.
small. Yeah, I'm about to say I remember like when I ate, I was like, because we went 72.
I mean, that's a long time.
I just didn't eat. I didn't eat, and then it was just like, all right, give me that Mexican.
I mean,
Remember that, Mason? You sent me that cheeseburger.
Send it to your house. That's right.
In the apartment. Haley,
Damn, that's savage.
I forgot about that.
Get me with the easy cheeseburger. You had to send me something.
Dude,
better
it
than
wasn't
that.
just a cheeseburger, dude. That thing was like a bacon blue burger or something too. It was.
Oh,
I don't like blue cheese. So
I
it was
mean,
easy.
I do
Haley loved
24
blue cheese.
hour.
She was real happy.
I do 24-hour fast all the time though.
Same.
Yeah, just because you're an idiot.
That's also true though. I couldn't tell you the last time I intentionally did one, but I've done a lot because it just happens.
I'd be down to do a fast again. I've done the 72-hour thing a few times now. It sucks every time, but honestly, like
It's not. It's really
get in the zone on work, like because you don't have to focus. I mean, you don't have to get up and cook. You don't have to think about food. You can just like sit down.
I mean, as long as I can drink coffee, I'm good.
Yeah,
See, I don't drink coffee, so I don't do that.
coffee and water, just smash.
I have a
it. What's up?
question mainly probably for Mason. Mason, can we take Vyvanse multiple days without eating in a row? Like I know it's like I do it all the
Like
time.
you asking me if it's medically acceptable?
I don't even think like
I'm not going to answer that on.
I know but like I didn't know if you had done any because like that would be my only concern is like taking Vyvanse 3 days in a row and not
So
eating
here's the thing.
would probably fuck my stomach up. I feel
I
like
don't know how that'll go, but I will tell you it will make it easier because it suppresses your appetite.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm not worried. Like, yeah, I'm 100% sure of that. But it's just like after day 3 of putting nothing in my stomach and then taking a bite, like, I don't think that's healthy for me.
I would agree, but there are meth addicts that do way worse. And they're
I
still
mean,
alive.
yeah, but like, I'm not going to
That might
base
not
what
be
I
a
do
good
on if a
analogy.
meth addict does it or not.
Yeah,
Like,
that's probably not a good example.
like that's. So if we did it, like, I probably would need to do it like on a week. Like, I'd probably need to do some research, but like it'd need to be a weekend because I could be fine with not taking it on a weekend. But if I
Like start Thursday night and then just
Yeah.
kind of
if it's a school day,
Because you could probably
I'm-
take Vyvanse for one
I've
day
gotta take
and
it for
it'd
work.
not be too big of an issue.
Yeah. So that was my.
I mean,
only
I'm
concern.
down for a 72-hour fast. I didn't.
let's not do it let's not do it if we're about to start working out though.
No.
No, we're going to need some food for a little bit.
Yeah.
First one I did keep running, and it was pretty gnarly.
And I was running.
Yeah.
Dude, there was about a month.
Better. Say it again, Mason.
There was about a month in college where I drank 3 Red Bulls a day. I went for 3 3-mile runs a day, and all I ate was lunch meat. I dropped like 20 pounds.
This is
So
This is
unhealthy.
the kind of person we're getting the fitness competition.
I do one of those 3 things right now.
The Red Bulls?
Red Bull.
Yeah.
You know you.
Ugh.
Damn, boy. I mean, I did some hard working out in
Bro,
college.
Jordan used to use tuna.
Yeah,
Oh,
tuna.
yeah, he did.
I used to.
Bro, that trip down the
uh,
Swanee River.
2 days. It would either be a swim or a run, and then a strength workout. That I would split it up, and then like
God,
tuna
we used to-
and turkey wraps.
I remember we used to run in the morning and then work out at nights. And like when Jordan, like, I remember like he would like tell me what to eat, not tell me what to eat, but like basically like you can eat this, you can't eat this. And like I went to the grocery store and I was like,
for it.
I went to the grocery store and I was like, I'm making sandwiches. He's like, you make sandwiches. And I said, I went to grab mayonnaise and he goes, you can't have mayonnaise though. And I was like, what? Because I was like, I didn't like cheese or anything on my sandwiches. So I literally just ate. I ate literally, and I tried to eat white bread. He goes, nope. And then I tried to get honey wheat bread and he wouldn't let me have that either. He had me get like whole grain wheat bread with turkey. And that's, and I didn't have any condiments on it.
You couldn't have
You can
mustard.
put mustard on there.
Yeah.
I don't like mustard.
You could have. Oh, that's,
Well,
I hate that.
you
that's
like
dumb.
mustard, that's right.
So I literally ate
I don't like
bread
mustard
and
either, but it's better than nothing.
I was eating and I was like,
All I know. So first off, I was not a dictator. Rob asked for this. That's one. 2, The funniest thing when Rob has done this several times over his life with me and like help me work out, help me lose weight. And it's like, all right, it's fine.
I've done it though. I just not like I just.
Yeah, he does it, and it's not like he does it. He gets committed. It's great. But then when he stops, it's always so hilarious because it's like. I remember that particular time, the way I knew he stopped, he was done with it. I came back from class, opened the door, I look in there, he's making a turkey sandwich, and he's just got this huge thing of mayonnaise slather in this thing, and he's like, I look at him, and he looks at me, and he goes, shut up, I'm done. He was done with it. It was just over. It was he's like, I've had enough of this nonsense.
God, no.
Too funny, man. Those are the days, boy. Downtown apartment.
Oh, buddy. Woo. Well, that was a crazy summer because we drank a shit ton and we also worked out a shit ton and we didn't do a whole lot of school.
No.
Was that the above Flanagan's or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the devil. Parents, if any parents are out there watching this, don't let your kids stay above Flanagan's if they go to the University of Georgia.
God, I bet y'all put up some solid numbers that year.
Do what?
I bet y'all put up some solid numbers that year.
GPA? Yeah.
Not GPA. Well, GPN, girls per night.
Probably not. I mean, who are we kidding? It's me and Rob, okay? We laughed at each other way too much. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And there's nobody in there in the summer. It was just us, like, and Jordan. God.
Oh, God.
This is how our days went that summer. We'd get up late because we were up all night. Not even, like, out, just, like, because Flanagan's was so loud, and then the bottles, so you're just exhausted all day.
Till at least 3 o'clock in the morning, you're up.
You get up. Eat something, go to
class,
go to whatever, go to track, throw the frisbee, hit a workout, and then if it was a weekday, we probably just like play video games or something. And then if it was a weekend, we went out.
And when weekend started on Thursday, so it wasn't like a Friday, Saturday type thing. This was because we didn't have Friday classes, so you only had classes Monday through Thursday. And
I forgot about that.
We had basically the same schedule, which was kind of crazy. But it was 10. We had 10 a.m. classes, and I was done at 3. And I think he was around the same. And so, like I said, we would get up.
Athens, Georgia, are just goated.
I'm so excited.
They're the greatest thing ever.
But we would get up, we would work out, we'd go to class, get done at 3 o'clock. Then we go to we went to Ramsey a ton.
We did do that.
We went to Ramsey a ton.
We played like fitness center place. Or?
Yeah, we played because we played a bunch of badminton. We also threw the frisbee and whatnot. I mean, we did that a lot in the afternoon. And then we also, I kind of forgot about this, but we also used to drink a lot and watch the Braves because there was a bar we went to that had. For the first 3 innings, it was $1 per pitcher. And then 4 through 6 was $2 a pitcher, and then 7 through 9 was $3 a pitcher. We used to do that a bunch too.
We were hooligans. College is like a fairyland, isn't it? It's just like the most not real thing you'll ever experience.
Well, yeah. It was also college is so expensive nowadays compared to like when we were there, and like we weren't there like. Not that long ago, you know what I mean?
Is there such a thing as a dollar well anymore? Like, is that a thing?
No, well, so the county outlawed it. So really? Yeah, the county outlawed it, and so it's funny you cannot serve a dollar. So,
like a $1.01.
So now all the places do $2 doubles.
Math checks
Same
out.
thing.
Exactly, but there's no law against it. And I'm like, you idiots.
You know,
modern problems.
I know.
We should talk about this. God, that was fun. It was a good time. It was beautiful weather, beautiful city, beautiful women.
What more do you want?
I don't know. It was great, and then it got us in a lot of trouble. Oh well, here we are.
You live and you learn.
Wait, how old are you, Rob?
29.
Oh no. Oh no, it's happening this year.
How
Isn't
soon is it coming, dude?
it? August.
August. 3 months to yesterday. It was 3 months to yesterday.
What are we doing? What are we doing for your 30th?
I don't know. Just get me a life alert because that's all I need now. No.
Are we just gonna like sit in a room and play sad songs and be depressed?
No, we're gonna do something. Well, I mean, I don't want to plan it, but I want to do something.
We'll have a birthday episode because, except for Mason, almost all of our birthdays are within a week of each other.
That's also true.
I think y'all should go to Vegas specifically because that way I could go.
Would you go? Would you meet us there?
Yeah, 100%. It's an easy drive.
Let's do
That's
something
expensive.
more original. Let's do something more original.
Tijuana?
No,
Oh, God.
not quite that original.
I like
I want
that idea.
Tijuana. I love you, Rob. I ain't doing that.
Nah, I hear you on that.
Let's go to Albuquerque.
New Mexico?
All right.
Kidding. Let's go to Denver and go to the breweries.
Yeah, that's real original. No white people go to Denver.
Well, it's better than going to Vegas for a birthday.
Oh, I'm gonna be in Maine. Who am I kidding? I forgot. On my birthday, I'm gonna be in Maine.
Oh, that's right. Well,
Can you get to an airport?
guess we're all going to.
No, I gotta go. I'm playing a tennis tournament out there.
Let's all go to Maine. Let's just crash Rob's party in Maine.
You're more than welcome
Tennis
to.
tournament.
You're more than
have a
welcome.
bunch of
That's going to be a
hillbilly
long plane
rednecks
ride.
and-
You just
It's
fly.
all
You
Robert.
fly into. You can fly into Portland, Maine, or you fly into Boston and take a bus to Damascata, and then we'll pick you up in Damascata.
Why don't you?
Where's the airport that's closest?
No, it's called Portland. Obviously not Oregon.
Portland, Maine. Got it. And what date is this? August.
Well, I'll be up there. Whatever this like Friday is before the 4th. That's when I'm headed up there.
So Friday, August the 2nd?
Yeah.
Riveting podcast in here.
No, I think this is great.
I think this is great.
We're going to tell all
Oh.
the viewers to meet us in Maine. Give everybody
I
the address,
can-
Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But
I can do it for $116.
What?
for what?
What, on a Greyhound?
No, on Spirit.
Oh, ain't fine.
So I might not get there, but
Jesus.
That's dude. Flick or not Flick. Matt Jones swears by Spirit, and that man, I've seen him just been bamboozled. I can't tell you how many times by
They're
Spirit.
crazy. They all. I think like Susie and all them think the same thing. They're just Spirit folks, man. Some people are. It's whatever. I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I mean, do you get a carry-on?
A Spirit.
Yeah.
No, you do. Oh yeah, you get a carry on. We don't get
Carry
it.
on. No check bag. No
Yeah.
check luggage.
Oh, I'm good.
And then
bring
it's
my backpack.
isn't it first come first serve on seating too?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not that big of a deal, except when you're flying with people and then you end up like all over the plane. It's
Yeah.
like, and LA to Maine would be like what, like 5.5 or 6 hours?
Nah.
Yeah, it's like 5:45.
Yeah.
I think is what I was looking at.
How long?
That's a hike.
5 hours 17.
Yeah, it's like flying from here to Seattle. It's just awful.
Oh wait, this one stops in Seattle.
Oh, you pop to Seattle and then go to Portland? Makes sense because
Yeah.
Seattle. Well, no, I mean, what did you do it from? Did you do it from LAX?
Yeah, they're from LAX. There's got to be
Yeah, you think
no
they do
direct. There's
from
no
LAX?
direct flights.
LAX. is falling apart.
You could go to you could go from LAX to Boston and then take a bus because a bus from Boston to Denver Scott is only like 3 hours. I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah, awesome. So playing for 5 hours, then sit on a
5
bus
hours.
for 3.
I'm telling you. And then you're
I
going
mean, I could
west to
probably
east,
do it.
so like
Yeah, but you're on a Greyhound. It's like that's luxury, man.
you'll get there.
Dude, I'm not getting on a Greyhound going across the country. That is
No. I'm saying you fly from LA to Boston, Boston to Maine.
Yeah, but he would get there at probably 4 a.m. East Coast time because
Yeah,
yeah.
Rob's coming to pick me up.
I mean,
You go
Not
with
from
that?
Boston. Not from Boston. I'll pick you up from Denver Scott all day, but not Boston.
that'd be fun. I don't know. Well, we could talk about that too. 30 years old. How's it feel?
We could always do the Mountain House.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that's a lot easier. I
But I
don't
haven't
want.
been to Maine.
I ain't 30. I ain't 30
I
yet,
kinda
so
wanna make too.
we'll see how that works out.
It's gonna be. I won't lie. I was pretty bummed about it.
I was there for it, and you were not bummed at the
Well, I
time.
wasn't bummed that day. It was. Fun that day. It that was fun.
Yeah, well, yeah, no
That was some
kidding.
classic debauchery.
What'd y'all do for it?
Went to Athens.
Oh,
Easy. That's what I told everybody. I was like, I want to go to Athens and just hang out. Day creature.
there you go.
Go to the bars and eat food, and we did that exactly.
That's
And it
easy
was-
enough.
That was a good time.
Gnarly, boy. It was a blast. Yeah, but I don't know, man. It was I don't know. It was just like being 30 and like not having really done anything. I'm bringing the podcast down now.
Oh my God. Okay, let's just end it while we can. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
What you mean?
We've probably done enough for just one of these BS episodes.
y'all didn't think
anyways.
y'all didn't hit 30 and go, God, dog.
Hadn't yet.
I'm halfway there.
Halfway.
Pretty sure I was amazed I made it that far.
Feel that?
He goes.
Flick, you didn't have a moment where you were depressed about being 30?
I think I was more depressed at 29 than I was 30, because it was the thought of turning 30, and I turned 30. It's like, who fucking cares?
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad
So
still
like
says.
29 was like, I was like, oh God, I'm about to be 30. I'm about to be old. I was already old. So yeah, who cares?
My dad still swears his 40s is by far the best decade.
His 40s?
He said
He got
40s.
some money.
Well, that you just
Money in his pocket and was able to do some things that were pretty fun.
yeah.
I can see
Probably.
that. I don't know, man. I just like, 30. You're just like you're just like working and like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's like, is this it kind of thing? Like, is this all I'm going to do? I guess no. We started this podcast. Hooray! Robert's like, oh no, I haven't thought about all this. I'm about to turn 30. And then off myself immediately.
I mean, I'm a 30-year-old dude that is single.
You're 29.
As single and oh my God, we got to turn it off. I'm gonna go cry now.
See, this is why I said 29 is worse. You're going to turn 30 and you realize it didn't really matter.
True.
I didn't really feel it until I turned 30. I think I thought about it a lot more when maybe I just ignored it until 30 was imminent, and I was like, oh,
Yeah. And then you turn 30
okay.
and you stop kind of thinking about it.
I haven't done it.
Rob, how many girls in your grade are married now?
Every one of them.
I was about to make I'm so glad I didn't say that what I was about to say. I mean, I am so glad I didn't say what I was about to say.
What were you about to say? Everybody but my sister?
No. Well, she wasn't in my grade, but I'll tell you afterwards. But
She was.
no, your sister. Yes, your sister was in my grade. I thought you were talking about my sister.
Oh,
And that's why most of them are, I would say. I mean, most of them, I don't know. I mean, yeah. Or about to get married. I think a lot of them are engaged too. So, no. But, what was I about to say? I had something that was.
I feel like Flick was about to say something.
Go ahead, Flick.
How much longer are we going to ask that question in our lives, you think?
Like
asking
done
something
anything?
specifically about his grade.
a lot.
Forever. I mean,
Like, I can imagine saying with our kids, but like, it's like, I feel like we're going to stop even asking anything about that. Like, it's gotten like, it's not like, oh, Rob's in a different grade than us. Like, the later we get on from like high school and everything, the less that even, like, Rob feels like the same age to me a lot of times.
well, it doesn't matter. But
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it does. It's
people
just
refer
like,
to it that
I like it's,
It only matters
less
to
and
us
less
because
in
we
our
all went to the
lives.
same high school.
yeah,
right.
True.
Yeah.
But if it was anybody else, we would never say that.
yeah.
You know what else? Like I think about when like we talk about stuff like that is like how like impactful was our like high school years to the way we operate nowadays.
Probably too much.
We're still yeah, maybe too much. We're still
I think
friends.
that's a whole nother
crazy.
episode.
We're not. Yeah, but I say we're not. We're not diving.
If we start this conversation now, it's going to be a whole hour because we can talk about this for a while. I feel like
it's a unique little thing for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like I mean, even in that same high school, like Haley doesn't have that kind of. I don't think anybody here.
I never meet people who have the friendships that we have from high school. No. It's insane.
Same.
I think it's. I don't think it's a high school thing though. I think it's an Albany thing.
I think it's an us thing.
I think it's that too.
No, because I think there's a like the grade below me is the closest grade of everybody. I mean, like they're like are always together. It's ridiculous.
Who's the grade below you?
Like Matthew Fox's grade.
Oh,
like that. Like they like love each other. Like all they do is like hang out with. I mean, it's unreal.
They live in the same town still.
Well, I know, but
that's kind of like the grade above us.
They chose to do that though. Is what I'm saying. I mean, like they're all this close, which is great. I think, but I mean,
that's fine.
There's a part of me that wishes we all still lived in Albany. There's a part of me that
the only part of me that says that is I would be close to y'all. Fuck living in Albany though.
Yeah,
I'd rather be Tampa, to be honest, but
pick us all
outside Tampa.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't want Matt to.
I think Tampa would be epic.
Yeah, I'd love to live in Tampa.
Don't give it to Matt.
I love living in
Matt.
We all have the same like houses on the block in Clearwater with Matt? That'd be amazing.
That'd be epic.
I know. I want to go move somewhere and just then rent my house out.
Let's just do it
and just
what are
keep
we
and
waiting
just.
on? What's keeping us here?
Nothing.
I don't care where we do it, but it can't be here.
I'm with you on that. I ain't doing it either. It's too far. It's too far away, and I am not a
inclined to live that way.
You're in a unique situation though, Mason, because like her family's there. Like it's,
That's true, but
different.
they are building a house in Arizona, and they're really all from Arizona. And
Mason's moving to Arizona.
I would move to Arizona in a heartbeat.
Oh hell yeah!
I have cousins that live there. They love it.
Yeah,
like Phoenix.
I understand heat's oppressive, but I mean, I'd get for it.
Is Arizona? Is that still Pacific time, or is that
depends on the time of year?
Yeah, they don't do daylight savings.
Yeah, 95% of Arizona doesn't. There's like a small percentage that still does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's very weird.
I kind of like it personally.
I don't think I like the desert that much. I like to see it. I like to.
I don't know if I've ever been to the desert.
Gulf Coast. I want to live on the Gulf Coast.
I like the Gulf.
Bad.
I do too. It's my favorite.
I'm going there. Get down for like some bougie houses in New England though. I think I could do that. I think I could do that life.
I definitely can do that.
That'd be too cold.
Like up north,
I think I could survive it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a summer place. Definitely not a year round place.
I think I could survive the winter. I think I could do it.
Jordan, I've seen you handle cold. You could.
I know, Jordan. You would hate your life.
I'm different. I'm different now. I'm a different boy.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. I don't dislike the summer. I'm not saying that. I just like. I can do the cold now. I didn't. Bro, we came from the hottest place on the planet. Like, I wasn't prepared for the cold when I moved away. I mean, people were talking about San Antonio like it was like the hottest place ever, and I'm like, it's hot here. Don't get me wrong,
but it's not humid hot.
But South it ain't Albany.
Its own beach.
South Georgia is.
I went out to Texas last year when they were in their like super super hot drought. It was 113 like when I was in Dallas. And they had a super drought. Like the ground was cracking because there was no water. I mean, like literally, it was crazy. And like Dad and I went on like during the day, like Katie was doing something, so we just walked around town and we ended up walking like 4 miles, and it was 113 degrees. And everybody kind of looked at us like we'd walk into shops and stuff. People like thought we were crazy. And when we got back, I was like, I would rather walk in that than walk 4 miles in Albany every day of the week.
Yeah. Now, there's an element of that you're like. You are sweating, it's just evaporating, but like it just feels better. I'm sorry, it just feels better. That humidity is just like it feels literally like you're carrying like a vest, like a weight vest.
Well, your body loses its ability to regulate heat.
Yeah.
Because it just can't do it because it regulates by evaporation, and that just can't happen. So.
Yeah, it's wild.
Worse.
I remember Mason. We went to we had that wedding shower out there at that the barn where we went to. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know that any of y'all went. But anyway, it was August. It was the middle of August, and
I was there. I remember that.
It was just like I remember getting out there and like getting out of the car and just being like,
Yeah, why am I here?
This is different. I hadn't been in this in a while. And like up here is nothing. It's nothing compared to down there.
Not to mention, there's also gnats down there.
Yeah,
Dude,
gnats.
those are.
They don't bother me though.
No, well, I mean,
bother me.
they didn't bother me when I lived there, but since I've come back, I mean, they don't bother me that much if I'm there for like a little bit, but like it's so like like a lot of times when I go down there and the gnats are out is like I'm playing in the member guest Delegate with my dad, and you're sitting there over
Shank went off in the tree.
you're sitting over a putt and all you hear is meow, 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 and then one flies into your nose, one flies into your eye, and you're like what is going on? Like why are you like why do these things exist? And
How do you explain a gnat to somebody who hasn't lived that?
Oh, you're like, are they just like super small flies? And I'm like, yeah, but there's like 30 times more of them than there are of actual flies.
There's 2 billion gnats in every square inch of.
I know, and they're like, I don't understand, and I'm like, you wouldn't, like, you can't.
You can't.
I don't.
It's like think like an evil corporation designed tiny micro drones just to piss you off. That's what they are.
Imagine the most annoyed you've ever been in your life. Now multiply that by 1,000 and then add the heat on top of it.
Yep.
I had one summer we were working. My buddy's dad has like a farm down there in Valdosta when I was in college, and we worked there for like a week. And we were helping like unload like fruit and vegetables or whatever. So we were still shaded, but it was still hot as fuck. And we would go like we would switch off from wearing like a hat to wearing something that covered our face because there were so many gnats.
Yeah.
That, like you were dealing with like either you're dripping in sweat because of the thing covering your face, protecting from the gnats, or you're dealing with the gnats. After the second day, I remember waking up in the middle of the night in my apartment in Valdosta, and I was swatting fake gnats because I was like, I thought they were touching my face in my bedroom. Like, it was miserable.
Yeah. No, that's a wild thing. I don't know how to describe it. They don't really. I guess they kind of do bother me. Like you were talking about going out to like a farm. They're way worse, like out of the city for sure.
Yeah.
So anytime we go out, like out of the city and do something, I notice them, but I still am not like panicking over it.
So Flig, that story reminds me of something. Have you ever like fallen asleep with like your arm is falling asleep on like top of your body, and
Don't
so
make
like
me
you
so.
can't feel it anymore, and then like I'll like wake up and like have grabbed it and like shaking my arm because I think it's like a rat or something on my chest.
I've fallen asleep laying on my arm, and like that arm has fallen asleep, and I can't like push myself over because of like I have no strength. It's asleep. I've struggled with that before.
Oh, that's gross. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's like waking up face down, like paralyzed still, and you can't move, and like you're conscious.
Have y'all ever had like what is
Terrifying.
it, sleep paralysis?
Yes, it's terrifying.
I've never had that.
So Daniel said he's had it, and like there's a demon like on the ceiling, just like looking at him, and he like physically couldn't
The
move,
Hat Man.
and just said it's the most terrifying thing in the world.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
You sure he wasn't tripping balls?
No, I mean I don't. I mean you wake in the middle of the night, and I just feel like you don't trip in the middle of the night, but I could be wrong.
Like the last time it happened to me, I was face down. It felt like there was somebody on my back breathing in my ear, and I couldn't
Where were you?
move.
Whoa!
Look at this.
For some
Cali
reason, I was
Nights,
at
man.
Jordan's house.
No.
Cali
That's
Nights.
Snuck in there, didn't I, boy?
Whoa.
Snuck in that ass. Just saying. Oh man. All right. Well, I guess maybe we should wrap up, but let's not forget about our little fitness challenge because
Oh, I haven't forgotten.
my big ass needs some motivation. I mean, I'm
Yeah, the only
sleep
fitness I've been
deprived,
doing is
I need-
fitness, some burgers in this mouth, and that's about it.
Our next podcast, we just need to have like CGI, like our faces, and then just like rip 6 packs and be like, yeah, it went well. Yeah.
1 week
One
later.
week. Look what I did. Yeah. Okay.
I'll share the document once I create it with all y'all's emails in the email that Jordan sent the link to, if that's cool.
What? That was confusing. You're gonna just put it in the Google Drive?
Yeah, I'll put it in the Google Drive. That might be easier. Thank you. That's way easier.
Yeah, and then we can share it for everyone as we. Man, you know what's gonna suck? Before we wrap this up, you know what's really gonna suck? Getting back on that scale and having to look myself in the mirror. It's gonna. It might be. That's like turning 30 every day. You look at the scale. You look at yourself in the mirror. Look at
I'm gonna put like 5 pound pockets or 5 pound weights in my pockets.
This is honor system, so I'm going to trust that you're not going to do that.
I'm gonna beat you regardless. If we're doing okay.
Regardless.
Before we wrap up. Sorry. How often do we have to we like every day got to update the numbers?
We can do that, or we could do a weekly average, or we could just do once a week weigh-ins.
I want to know every day, so I know what I've got to beat.
That's fine.
Wait.
We can weigh in every day.
I want to know every day. I'm gonna be out there at 2:00 in the morning.
Are we going to put total calorie burn in every day?
I don't know. We'll figure that out.
George,
every day.
George's gonna wake up like to feed the baby and be like, "Man, I'm gonna get a workout in real quick after I put the baby back to bed."
No, I'm fine with a week. We'll talk about it. We need to discuss all the criteria, but anyway,
All right.
We'll discuss that off the line. All right, boys. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Like and subscribe.
Like and
comment.
Subscribe.
And subscribe.
Tell us if you were depressed when you turned 30. If you want to join the fitness thing.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Tell Rob the worst part about turning 30 in the comments. All right. I enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Check out the other things that we put up.
Shorts, Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple Music, wherever. I don't know.
We're just out here doing this thing, so
We're
enjoy yourself.
We're on iHeartRadio now.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know that was. I thought that was a radio station.
We're on the radio apparently. So yeah.
Springsteen, Madonna.
While you're hanging out,
Sorry.
enjoy yourself. Don't take it too serious.
Bye.